Hi, this is Analytics, and welcome to another lesson. If you find this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts or questions in the comments. Let's get started. This is a quick video only to show you how to track your query dependencies in Power Query. I have this file as a little accounting system, and eventually in another video we can learn how to create this accounting system. And leave a comment below if you would like to learn how to create an accounting system in Excel using Power Query and Power Pivot. And I'm not going to explore this file right now. What I actually want to show you is the query dependencies. And in the data tab, I will click queries and connections just to show my queries. Okay, on this panel on the right hand side, and I'm gonna double click any of them just to open the Power Query editor. And in Power Query, in this case, I have a more complex data model. So thus far, we have been working with single files or at most 2 or 3 files. But as we move forward, we're going to start working with more and more tables in the same data model. And this is an example of a system, a little accounting system, like I said, that uses several tables. And some of these tables, they are created based on other tables. There are tables that are a reference to other sources, and there are tables that are a duplicate of other tables. And you have been following us all along. You know that you already know the difference between, for example, duplicating a table or referencing a table. And we used it a lot in this file, but what I actually want to show you, it's in the View tab, and you can click Query Dependencies. And well, if you get a data model like this, you can't really know right off the bat which table comes from another table, what query is being calculated based on another. And with the query dependencies, everything becomes easier, because if you need to know what table comes from another table, you will have to check all the sources and all the steps. And you can see that clicking the source step, so you can see that this table comes from the D charge table, with this one. So it's a reference table. It's referencing this one, and this one, it comes from an Excel workbook. So there's a lot to see. If you have like a dozen, 2 dozens of tables, it's a lot of work to find all the dependencies, and you can just click the query dependencies, and this little chart will show you all the dependencies between tables or lists or anything in your data model. Now you can see that I'm working with data from this current workbook, Excel workbook, and from the Excel workbook, I created these 3 queries, and these 3 queries are being worked together to create the D calendar table. So this table is depending on these 3 queries like this. So basically, I started from scratch, created 3 different objects, and these 3 different objects were gathered to create the calendar. And again, from the original tables, the original workbook, which has actually more than 1 table, I created again these 3 new queries, and 2 of them originated the F income, and F income is not loaded in my data model. We have seen what loading or not loading means, and it ends up creating the F balance table that is used in my model. And the same, the D chart created the A search table. So you can see which tables come from what tables. And this comes in very handy when you want to make sense of your data model, especially if you're working on someone else's project, and you can have a quick overview of the entire project. It's a very useful tool. And if you like this video, please don't forget to like, subscribe, share this content with your friends, and see you in the next lesson.